So, hey everybody, I think this is an historic video. This will be the first channel update for the Southern Paladin channel. Got a warning and a video pulled down for a violation of community guidelines, and they had me cold. They did. I violated the community guidelines. I got what I deserved. Unfortunately, one of my video responders also got in trouble. And I hope that everybody that commented on that video is okay now too. I don't believe the community guidelines are fair, but they are the community guidelines. I'm not going to provide a link. I mean, you can look it up, the things you're allowed to talk about, the things you aren't allowed to talk about. I think you're allowed to talk about COVID. And I think you're allowed to talk about the 2020 election, but there's specifics about misinformation that are being taken very seriously. I'm wondering and I'm curious, and I had a commenter in another video say that Twitter won't save you. I'm not expecting Twitter to save me, but in the Twitter files where the reporter revealed and shared that the FBI had agents that were actually going around flagging videos that, while had nothing to do with criminal activity, they were using their government time, like they were on the job, and actually reporting violations of Twitter community guidelines. And in some cases, it could be argued that those discussions caused the actual guidelines themselves to be weaponized to serve a different purpose. It's a pretty interesting deep dive. I've got to really stretch and twist my brain to try to understand why such a guideline would exist. I mean, maybe on the outside it's to keep YouTube to be a safe and non-divisive place. Because I will say, you're not going to change someone's mind about the election situation. It really seems that people believe what they believe. It's strange that we have talked about the issue before and didn't get in trouble. Yeah, I don't know if the algorithm changed or if it's manually, if we got somebody manually flagging and reporting the videos, which is possible. We've been putting up a lot of content, so who knows what blinks up or what things are looking for. Of course, I'm betting the FBI agents from Twitter are probably out of jobs, so maybe the FBI agents from Twitter are over on YouTube just with nothing better to do than to earn their paycheck that we pay to hunt down our videos so that we can't have a discussion about something. I find it to be a shame, because I was going somewhere with all of it, and it's actually in support of why I think the guideline may be in existence. If we look historically at the events that were around the tail end of the Trump presidency, now there were a lot of factors, such as pushback from the lockdown, documented police violence, the George Floyd thing comes to mind. I mean, cities were burning, and it seemed as if at the time certain people were in support of those cities burning to almost use it as a weapon. And when you had mayors of cities and governors of states literally opposing the standing federal government, that could be, if you're into everything being legit, that's a dicey situation. Could be we're genuinely sitting on a powder keg, and the idea is to stop that powder keg from being lit. The truth be damned, right? Just so long as the powder keg isn't lit. I don't know. I don't know who's who in this or what's what, because to me, in my view, when I look at the actual principality of where either the left side or the right side is coming from, it really seems to be the same effect, the same message. It's a really strange situation to where you can't look left or right. And then people are criticized for wanting to, drive the ball down the middle. That whole silence is violence. On my old channel, I would get criticized for asking questions and not having an open mind, So, strange times indeed. I would agree with the philosophers that one of the greatest abilities of mankind is the propensity to change a mind. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to realize you're incorrect. It's a good thing to always leave room for the possibility that you're incorrect. I think to do otherwise leads to trouble. So, there you have it, y'all. On damaged goods. I believe I mentioned it in another video, so this might actually be a bit of a rerun, but if I do get hit off of this, it follows a 7-day suspension. So, my plan is, if that's the case, then I'll just catch up on the work on the Lamb Dog channel and polish it off. So, all right, y'all. Catch you later.